Chapter 3 Climate Change. So this part should be pretty self-explanatory. Oil is the fossil fuel to end all fossil fuels, baby. Every developed nation in the world burns oil like there's no tomorrow. And as a result, the burning of oil emits gigatons of carbon into the atmosphere every year, which contributes massively to the greenhouse effect and global warming. Additionally, methods of drilling for oil do direct damage to the environment, disrupting countless ecosystems and disrupting even the solid ground we stand on in some cases. Offshore oil drilling has also resulted in countless oil spills, which have ruined habitats and killed off immeasurable plants and animals. But I'm sure that we all know this. So the real question is, why do we still invest massively into oil despite knowing all of this? And the answer is simple. Cash money. Back in the 80s, and recent reports even suggest the 70s, a number of oil companies did some research into their effect on the environment. They quickly found out that oil is terrible for the environment and contributes to global warming and greenhouse gases and all that. These companies immediately buried their findings, hiding them away in secret vaults or some shit. And they knew that if the public found out about this, they'd be in big trouble. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, my friend, because the oil companies didn't just stop there. They knew the truth would inevitably come out, and so they were prepared. Oil companies started a decades-long misinformation campaign, the effects of which we still see today. We still see the talking points parroted by right-wing politicians and media pundits, and, down the line, randos on the street who say that, it might not be man-made, or, it's not really that big of a deal, is it? Which is insane. And on top of everything, the oil companies lobbied governments all over the world to prevent them from investing in green energy. The energy of the future. And so we find ourselves today with COP28, the International Climate Conference, only just now, in 2023-2024, deciding that maybe fossil fuels are a problem. I mean, for God's sakes, they went until 2021 without even mentioning fossil fuels. I mean, talk about ridiculous, am I right? And so it really is sad. It's not like oil companies are the #1 contributors to GDP or whatever. No, that's not true. The only reason they've gotten this far is through sheer bribery of the political class. If we invested in green energy, it might even boost the economy, and it certainly wouldn't hurt the economy. And so we find ourselves barreling towards irreparable damage to the environment, and nobody in any government is really interested in doing anything about it. And we've already begun to see some of the bad outcomes in the last couple of years. You have the California and Oregon wildfires in 2020, you have the biblical scale flooding of Pakistan in 2022, the increased frequency and severity of hurricanes in the United States, extreme polar vortexes every year in the United States. We're all suffering, so a select few can line their pockets. And this sucks, because if we had green energy, it would be cheaper for almost everyone. Every consumer, that is. You can put solar panels on your house today and never pay your electric bill ever again, my friend. Of course, oil companies and their politicians' slaves wouldn't make as much, but fuck those guys, am I right? And of course, if you've seen the last 2 parts of this video, you'd come away with the knowledge that if we weren't so reliant on oil, we wouldn't have to deal with any of this nonsense in the Middle East either. So oil really does make everything worse for everyone not named Saudi Arabia. And so that's my TED Talk, everyone. If you like this series, you can do the like, the comment, and the subscribe thingamabobber. Bazinga!